It's Sunday again already? Oh, this gets old, ladies and gentlemen. But buckle up and get ready for another off-the-rail, hilarious episode from these Mississippi boys of I'm Just Saying 48 podcast.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for stopping by another fine episode on this fine platform. If you hear the voice, you know the name. What the hell was that?
It's our audience, man. Just go with it. Go with the flow, bro.
Nah. They need to sit down, eat their popcorn, let me finish my monologue, goddammit. What the fuck? Damn audience. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, out there in podcast land, as I was rudely interrupted.
They're excited. They're excited.
Wait for when we get y'all to see.
Hold the goddamn applause. Go ahead.
Goddamn right. Shit. Sorry about that, viewers and listeners. Like I was saying, if you know the voice, you know the name, you definitely know the game. But we obviously, we'll say that for last, man. We got another special guest on today, man. He may sound familiar out there to some of y'all that watch the show consistently. I could talk your heads off. I'm gonna let the brother go and introduce himself. Would you do the honors, my man?
Yeah, my name's Renny. According to the fellas, you may know me as Derozan.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever is what it is. Appreciate y'all having me back. I was here on the show around this time last year. I have not been in any group chats since they said I look like Derozan. So this is huge for you and for me. You know, I'm breaking my silence now that the trade deadline is over. So let's get it rolling.
Hero.
Yeah.
dropping 30 in the shot.
Episode properly titled "Bitch Don't Touch My Sats." That was my.
Yep. That was it. That was the one. Bitch, don't touch my sats.
We got something special for y'all today. Y'all thought that was something. Y'all ain't heard nothing yet.
Yeah, I forgot about the episode title. I forgot about that. That was good.
I didn't, because it just came out of left field.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now that Brother Renny AKA Derozan has introduced himself, man, if you're new to this, welcome. If not, you know at this time, this is when I bring in my players.
Shit, yo, what's understood? Don't gotta be explained, man. It's your boy, one, the great El Papachulo, one, King, one, shit, yo, Dunn, one, and shit, man, the Super Bowl motherfucking Sunday. I actually just don't give a fuck who win, but I'm about to have a good time today. So yeah.
Yes. It's your favorite, not DJ in this bitch, you know, Mr. So, you hear the beats in the background. That's from no other than the special guest today, you know, the Remy. I just wanted to play a shout out since he sent it to us, one of the beats he's worked on. But, you know, it's your favorite minutes of the show. I'm getting ready to go, and I'm going to kick it to the love, doctor. And I know he got his own shit going on, so he don't want to hear this shit, but hey.
When the meme come out, they should have never gave this nigga a soundboard. He know his place gonna be right there, live at 5. Man, yes. If you didn't know, you know, Jay Marley let you know, I do go by the Love Doctor also, but you know, to the fellas, my brothers, my players, I go by Juice Shakur. We got another special one in store for y'all. I promise you. I got my boy D-Roll in this thing, dropping 30 from the Shy. You know what I'm saying? I got Whiskey One in here, Hollywood. He on his way. You know what I'm saying? I got the pettiest of them all, Brother Petty Marley, in this building. And it's only one nasty nigga left, man. There's only one nasty nigga left. But you know, I can't tell you how nasty he is. Personally, I don't want to. So I'm gonna let him do that. So without further ado, player, let him know who you be.
Thank you, Juice. If they hear the voice, I am none other than Mr. Al Roca.
Wow.
Mr. Knee Happy.
Straight from 1810.
Stop the cap.
You best believe it. Mr. Bag of Destruction himself.
Disgusting.
Never. And you know this. If you don't know what all these names are equaling up to, I am none other than Von the Villain. We one player short, Gorilla Pimpin'. Check your email, check your spam, check your mail.
You're fired.
Yeah. So look up in the sky. We may sit on the goddamn butterfly. But check. But check. Nevertheless, we are the collective of I'm Just Saying. 48 and Brother Marley, before you kicking and match that damn soundboard, make sure you check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Radio Republic, Amazon Audible, Spreaker, Deeper, Geo Siobhan,
Deeper.
Apple Podcasts.
OnlyFans one?
Ladies, breaking news. You don't have to send your nudes to the podcast anymore. You can send them directly to Juice Shakur 48 IG. All right, let's go.
The most important thing, I'm sorry, we all cutting you off, but instead of subscribing to all those, just download, help your brother pockets out. Add us to your download rotation. We thank you.
Give a nigga $1.
Absolutely. Brother Marley, could you please do the honors?
There's powerful niggardry at work here.
Marley, you sure you ain't on knee-high peach yourself?
Marley on that jigger juice this morning, man. This nigga laughing at the intro. Okay, all right.
You smoke crack, Sims, huh? You smoke crack? But man, Marley, would you like to introduce the question of Brother Renny? You want me to, man?
Shit, the first one, I think is on Ren. We was gonna have you catch us up since last time you've been there. We know you work for the mothership, as they like to call it. We're just gonna have you go into that. What's up?
All right, what specific y'all want to know?
What they been working your ass to, man? Because you got a full time, you got to fly from there to Chicago every night of the day. So what you do before you go to Chicago and dot people out?
Yeah, I want to know that. That's like some Superman shit.
I work for ESPN, for those who don't know. Been there, this will be my 7th year come September. So I've been there about 6.5 years now. I started out in the headquarters in Bristol, and then I moved to Charlotte about 1.5 years ago. And now, I used to work on studio, but now I work on the event side of things. So basically, they give us a sport, and for the duration of that sports season, they give us a assigned number of games per week. And then I'm pretty much responsible for editing, montages, glams, VOs, blitzes, photo essays, etc., to fit into whatever game that you're watching, basically. So that's pretty much the nuts and bolts of it. But I've been on college football twice. I was on college lacrosse last season, and then I'm on college basketball now. So
I have an important question.
What's up?
When are you taking Stephen A. job? I just need to know.
I think Kyrie's first in line because he seems to have a bigger vendetta against Kyrie than he does me. So I'm not really a threat. Kyrie is. So
I see. Who was that? I think Juan dropped a valuable jewel on the phone with me the other day. Juan, you don't mind if I expose why Stephen A. don't like Kyrie? I think brother Warren might be.
You about to answer?
Huh?
Go ahead, Juan.
I don't care for him.
Okay, so Juan, everybody on the panel knows he's a Brooklyn Nets fan. Okay, we established that. But, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. So
it's too easy of an alley-oop.
Something I didn't know that he kind of put me up on game on is that Kyrie Irving's father and Stephen A. Smith, I don't want to say, did they grow up together or they know each other? They've been around in similar circles. And I think he might have a vendetta against his son. Could it be because his pops was a better ball player than he was with that broken ass jump shot he got? Or it's probably because, Stephen A was dressing like Trey from Boys in the Hood back in the day, and he probably wasn't getting no bitches. And Kyrie Irving daddy probably was. So it's either one of the two.
Yeah, he paying. He got 2 baby mamas he paying. So shit.
Hey, that probably came after the bag. After the bag. I'm just
They
saying.
got children.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
I ain't know he had
wow.
kids. I
He
feel bad for them.
bro. Y'all have to read
read the book.
like the man book. He got a book out called Straight Shooter. He got 2 kids.
Oh wow, news to me.
How old are these kids, and how far
They are like grown, if I'm not mistaken.
So he has a son.
He has 2 daughters. It's the first thing you Google that pops up.
Oh wow! I did not know. Damn, I don't know if all right, I'm gonna leave that joke alone. I'm gonna leave folks.
See,
Right.
see.
All
Nope.
Yep.
Not today, Satan.
Yep. Because I had a hairline joke just sitting in the chamber, but nope.
just put it back on the hip.
Yep.
Well, if I can ask Renny a quick question, man. Like you say, work for College Game Day, and at first you was more on the site and the base. What has been some of your favorite places to travel, like doing this whole, occupation of yours? Like, I prefer this environment the most,
Well, once the pandemic hit, we didn't really get a chance to travel too
Okay.
much. But I will say, I did get a chance to go to Baltimore this past Memorial Day weekend for the women's lacrosse Final Four. And I was, I wasn't really interested in lacrosse when I first started it, because who is, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, right? But
You may like it.
I did grow to like it. It was fun. Seeing how many people, it was sold out. To see how many people really packed lacrosse, I was like, oh, lacrosse is really like that, and it was the women's championship. And all 3 of the games, both semifinals and the championship, ended with within a 1-goal margin. So it was worth the price of admission. Well, I didn't pay, but for those who did, it was worth the price of admission. It was fun being there. I enjoyed the fans. I enjoyed the atmosphere, and it's all you can really want when you have a Final Four scenario, a playoff scenario. Even if you're not a fan of the sport, high scoring games, the top 4 seeds made it in. So it was fun, and of course, it's Baltimore. It was equally fun.
Mr. D-Road, not to interrupt. Are you married?
I am not.
Okay, so I understand why you enjoyed that event, the women's lacrosse. Okay, it makes more sense. Okay. I'm just, I know, I know the political answer, but okay, I on the back end, I get it.
Yeah, man, not just women lacrosse. For me, the sports person here, shit, I watch anything with 2 niggas competing or 2 females. It would matter. So like shit, yeah, they got lacrosse been a little big. I think they major leagues been going on for a little while here now. Got a little major leagues going on, and somebody just crossed like the $1 million mark or whatever for playing Major League Lacrosse, and they got a team out here in San Diego. I've been meaning to go see San Diego Gills or so like that.
Yeah, they put a lot of money into lacrosse over the summer, so it's been fun to watch the sport expand. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm not on the sport right now that I know of, but you know how trades work. Usually the last person to find out. So who knows? Like, I might find out after this podcast is over that Woj, they probably gonna drop that I'm going to lacrosse instead. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know. So
the Woj bomb.
Gonna be the go to lacrosse. That's
But yeah, no, Baltimore is fun. The atmosphere, the on-work duties as well as the off-work duties. That was fun. So,
and I'm
cold
words.
They got them bitches. All right.
Anybody else got a question? I just got one more for him. Anybody else got a question for him?
I actually had a question for Marlon.
Go ahead.
Marley, hey, are you interested in going to a Chargers game?
Um, don't they rent that building they go to? So it'd be like a Chargers game that the Rams host or something like that. That would it be?
Okay, I'm checking the chat topics. I don't see my team anywhere in the fucking rundown. So I don't know why fuck
Okay.
we talking about Chargers. Brother Renny, yeah, I had a question.
What's up?
Not to get you in a situation. I mean, if anybody at ESPN watches our show, thank you. By all means, have us on one of these shows.
Or Fox Sports. We ain't hating.
Anyhow, man, is there any sport that you least enjoy attending? You know, like, hey, that type of sport event, fuck, like, damn, they couldn't get nobody else to do it. Like, not to put you on the spot and things, any sport that you would try to avoid if you could.
Oh no, you're not really putting me on the spot. People will be lying if they were all like, "Oh, I love every sport equally." No, you don't. Stop lying. Stop the cap. Right.
Right.
I think for me, that's a loaded question because as a spectator, enjoying a sport is different than the workload that it takes to actually produce the sport. Right. So, for example, I love basketball. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear no jokes. Right. I love basketball.
No.
You know, me and Juice is just waiting. We were just
No.
You don't say.
But no, like I love watching basketball, right? As a spectator, it is fun to watch. But as someone who's trying to just learn the sport itself, I wouldn't necessarily start off with that. I would probably start off with baseball because it's slower, it's easier to digest. And so then you can go into the bigger sports like basketball, football, the fast-paced sports and stuff like that. But if I had to pick one all around that I prefer not to ever work, it would be soccer. Like it is the world's most popular sport. That's fine. But
Even like a World Cup coming up or so like that.
It passed already, but you know.
I'm talking about the one in 2026 that's gonna be in the US. I know y'all gonna have like some. You ain't even gonna want to do that for the Spanish.
Not necessarily, because I just don't appreciate soccer enough that I'm so hungry for opportunities where I'm like, oh, I want to do that. Where it's just like, nah, I don't necessarily like it as much as, you know, the rest of the world does. And so for me, I want to, as I continue to progress, I want to work on sports that I have a keen interest in because it's going to make the job that much more fun and that less hectic.
Yeah.
You know, when I was working on lacrosse last year, it was at the beginning of it, it was a grind because I didn't really know too much about the sport. Like I took time out of my day to, you know, talk to commentary and understand the sport a little bit better. And so by the time the Final Four came, it was like, okay, I understand this a lot better. I know what y'all are looking for when I'm editing videos, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But if they asked me to go to the World Cup, I'd have to respectfully decline because somebody else probably wants this opportunity. I'd just be going just to be a body there as opposed to actually wanting to be there. Because it's like, okay, cool. Where's the World Cup going to be at? LA, I think.
It's gonna be all over the North America. So they're gonna have a spot in Mexico, Canada, and in the US. So it's gonna be all over.
And that's all fine and dandy. It's just like, all right. Like I just don't enjoy soccer enough to be like, okay, cool. I'm going to Mexico. I'm going to Canada. All right, that's cool. Like I played in Canada already. So I'm not necessarily thrilled about going back. I'm saying the joke so y'all don't have to.
That's real though. Hey, that's real though. I wouldn't
did he say he already played?
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's real. Hey, I told y'all be up here. All right.
Not on the self, so me and you can do.
Keep ignoring Juice. I read between the lines. Of what the motherfucker's saying. But anyway, I think it'd be dope, you know, to go to the Olympics.
The Olympics probably would be fun, yeah. But there's so many things in the Olympics that it's just like,
it's overwhelming.
Okay, it's like for me, if I was to go to the Olympics, I prefer track and field. You know, maybe gymnastics, maybe
volleyball. Ladies volleyball.
That too.
So all the bitches sports.
Oh.
That's just what it sounds.
I mean, Simone. I mean, gymnastics. You know.
I said track and field, maybe gymnastics, maybe swimming. There's a lot of intrigue there that'll make me feel like, all right, cool, this is worth the trip, no matter wherever the Olympics is. Okay, well, you're telling me to go to the Olympics to cover, skateboarding had just happened. I don't know shit about skateboarding. I'm gonna be useless to y'all trying to provide updates because I'm gonna just be like, oh, this nigga hit a 720, nigga. Like, I can't write that. I ain't saying that shit, y'all.
When real niggas go to the
sport, you prefer to watch some people jump in a damn pool than trying to watch like some actual, like some soccer type shit? That's wild, fam.
That is wild to me, but hey.
So in our business, we call it burying the lead because I said twice now that my first option would be track and field. And then I said maybe gymnastics and then maybe swimming. So y'all just conveniently ignored that part though.
Hey, he coming in and out, so he gonna be swerving in and out. Me, going on through. I hear you. That is wild to me because, that is a major sport, and I know that's one that there are a lot of like companies I thought was like pushing because they wanted to grow in the U.S. especially so for this World Cup coming up, they pushing it real hard or something. So
that's fine.
But yeah,
it's all fine and dandy. I just don't appreciate it enough to be helpful. Trying to talk about like, oh, this is what's happening. Oh, this is why this is important. I'm gonna look at it like, okay, a 0-0 game with no penalty kicks. Like, this gets y'all excited. This gets y'all going.
Hey man,
but the world loves it.
It was a lot of stuff that happened in that 0-0 game, man. There was a couple good tackles, a couple like near shots. Had the penalty kicks opportunities. Hey, you know what? This is what shit. I don't know if this how in the military they think all the black people are alike. So I don't know if that's how it is in like ESPN shit. Just sub me in on those things that you don't want to do. I'll happily go up there. Just show me how to cut it. I'll be happily going my ass there to all them sports you don't want to do. I'll be there for you. I got you.
That's cool and Danny. That's fine. I get what you're saying.
I got like 60 days to leave, so I can definitely do it.
I get what you're saying, but for me, as I continue to grow and get older, it's like why do things that I'm not really interested in? How does that help me or you?
Oh, absolutely.
And if there's this new kid on the block trying to come up and they want to get opportunities, and you're telling me to go to the World Cup just to cover soccer, just to say I was at the World Cup, it's like, all right, I just personally will not appreciate it enough. And I'm just sitting there because of longevity, taking an opportunity away from someone else. Let's say it is a younger black kid too. Like, just because I'm like, oh, I have seniority, I should be able to go to the World Cup. For what? I don't even appreciate it enough to know. Now, do I not have enough knowledge to give you a highlight, write a quick article about why that 0-0 game was important? Yes, that's all fine and dandy. But what I am saying is, if you're telling me I'm going to the Olympics to pick whatever sports I want, track and field will be first and foremost because I ran track and field. I know a lot more about track and field. There's a lot more events to go for track and field. I've covered track and field. Gymnastics, I went to enough of those events in college where it's just like, all right, cool. And I know the world's going to be watching anyway. Swimming, there's a world record broken every other meet or every other event at this point. That's how good people have been swimming. So it's not so much like Jay, you already know I suck at swimming. So I'm not gonna actually go swim.
No, not you. No, Derozan. No.
But being able to compete in the sport and covering it are two different things. And so why sit there just for the sake of being like, oh, I'm at the Olympics, but nigga, I'm covering fencing. I don't know shit about fencing. So I'm just not going to sit up here and be like, oh, I was at the Olympics, my nigga. I covered fencing.
You ever watch Zorro? I mean,
I would do that shit.
Zorro, you are in the power of the Zorro. The type shit, I guess. I mean, I respect that though. You're not chasing clout. You're not just going somewhere just to say you win. It has to have some meaning, some value to you. Major respect for that.
And I put it like this though, because I had to learn when I came to Charlotte, when my first football season last year, fall 21 or whatever, right?
Mhm.
I did football, so I wasn't like, but it was kind of like I'm starting from square one again. I'm not really on the important cruise. I can sit there and sulk about it and be like, oh, but I'm on college football. Everybody's watching college football, so I should be on the primetime games. I had Vanderbilt for 5 weeks in a row, and I'm like, exactly right. I'm like, yo, nobody's watching Vanderbilt, not even Vanderbilt alums, right? However, I remember I got assigned Vanderbilt versus UConn. They at the time were a combined 1-8 combined.
God damn.
Yeah, it's not exciting football. I can sit there and be like, oh man, I should be doing the primetime LSU Alabama game or the Oklahoma Texas game, whatever primetime matchups you might think I should be doing. Or I could just take that as an opportunity to be like, all right, bet. Let's make something out of it. Because I just sat here and told y'all, I like football. So because it's not the sexy matchups that everybody want, I should be over here sulking about it? No. I still put in some high quality work for the Vanderbilt games, all the way to the primetime games that I do have. So I'm just like, whether the game may be considered important enough for y'all doesn't mean much to me, because my goal is, hey, I got to sign football. I like football. No matter what you're throwing at me, I'm going to make it seem like I am producing for the Super Bowl. So, yeah. But I'm not going to have the same level of excitement for soccer.
I'm going to ask you
go ahead.
No, I wasn't going to cut you. I was going to say, I'm going to ask a quick question, and I'm going to try to wrap this up and move on. You said a combined 1-8, right?
Yeah.
So would you get in trouble at ESPN if you just flat out came out with an article and said how much they stink?
Absolutely.
Oh,
because that defeats the whole purpose of being objective. I mean, I went to Georgia. Y'all watch, or for those who did watch the national championship game, that obviously wasn't a close game at all.
No, it was.
But you don't sit up here and say like, "Oh, TCU sucked." No, you're not going to sit up here and convince me that they didn't belong. Because I'm like, well, they were the number 3 team in the nation. They beat the number 2 team in the semifinal. So it's easy to say in hindsight, like those guys didn't belong. It's just that Georgia objectively was that much better. So no, just because a game is a blowout doesn't necessarily mean I'm about to sit up here and go out and be like, oh, they suck. That's not necessarily the case. Let's focus on, okay, let's look at the box score. They had X amount of turnovers. They had X amount of interceptions, or this is what the other team did on offense. But I'm never going to sit outright and say, oh, these teams are trash. That's unfair to these people. They don't know it. Like, and they're doing us giving us the courtesy to even cover them. We would be doing a disservice by saying like, oh, because there's a blowout tonight, this team sucks. No, not doing that.
Absolutely. I respect it. Even though you like 1-8, goddamn. But I respect
it. Brother Marley, I believe this wraps up.
Oh yeah, man. We definitely wrapped that up. We just want to dip into, the Derozan of many pedals there, that was his little segment, all these different attributes that he does on himself, he ain't just out there. Think about that next time, Chicago fans, when y'all out there.
Oh shit!
I'm mad about like a game. My man out here editing tape for ESPN, dropping niggas' eyes flying across the country.
Hey, do me a favor. Come out publicly and say you don't want Westbrook on your team so he can go to the Help me out. Help me out with that. I need my boy to go get a ring. Just send him to the Clippers.
Oh man, y'all close. But man, shit, me, I got this topic right here next that we're going into. Basically, I did a little research. I wanted to make it a little more significant. I heard, the comment, we got 2 black people in there, but for most people, they don't know the real significance of it. So I went deep into the history and like a little bit of the numbers, a little bit that I picked up through my way of like fucking looking up what's been going on with this. But so basically, man, first we just gonna go from just Super Bowl era period, which is, if anybody know, that's like 1966 or somewhere around that age or so. Of the quarterbacks in the league that just played in the league. I ain't talking about starters. Niggas that just had a chance to go out there and throw a ball on the field. It's been over 721 people play a position of quarterback. Out of that 721, only 107 of them been black quarterbacks, man. So that's barely what 6% of fucking that whole number or whatever that's been black, and then 2 of them motherfuckers got kicked to wide receivers. So we really at 105 about black quarterbacks we had in the league since 1966. Going on that bad shit. If you look in the Pro Hall of Fame, you know, the top of the top quarterbacks, whatever you see, there's only 36 of them motherfuckers. And how many we got? 1. And my nigga had to start in Canada, if y'all didn't know who that 1 is, before he got a chance to actually play in the league to be that 1 in the Hall of Fame. It took all the way until motherfucking 2017 for every team to actually have a black quarterback play a down for them. Every team in the league. 2017, bro. That's what, 5 something, not even that years ago, not even that long. Ben, that we fucking just not getting to this, man. So my point is that I feel like right now we're in the golden age of quarterbacks for the black quarterbacks, and I wanted to see with all the panel mates, what do y'all foresee or hoping for the future of the black quarterback in our league? Because this game today, we've had 7 black quarterbacks to start the game, to just start in the Super Bowl over this time period. And the shit that's crazy to me, it's only, if you look at that number 7, it's only been 7 fucking quarterbacks that got multiple championship rings since like the last 35 years. So that right there has me having like, you know, a little answer what I want. Do I want to finally get over this hurdle that I talked about last week of the black running quarterback doing it? Or do I want Patrick Mahomes to be that 8 winning Super Bowl 1 and be that black one that did it or whatever? So kind of dilemma, man, but shit, we are making progress. We in our golden age of quarterbacks. Like I was telling Vaughn before we started, I feel like most of the ones that playing now or that's coming into the league are going to end up on the Mount Rushmore of the black quarterbacks, like for sure, when it's all said and done.
So basically, you're asking, do we see the trend evolving or decreasing, right?
Yeah, where do you see it going? Do you see it going?
God damn, man, that was one of the longest backstories I have ever heard of. Like, this motherfucker started talking about back in 1625 when motherfuckers started doing shit.
You know what?
I mean,
we didn't get the first black quarterback till around that time for the Jets playing for the football league.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
To get to your question a little earlier this time.
Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was so much about the question. I wanted to put the history. I didn't go all the way to the history. You know, the first nigga to win the Super Bowl championship game was a black man, Akron Pros. So it's more on the bone. But hey.
Well, just put it in aluminum foil.
Yeah, put it in a question form next time, sir.
Put it in that aluminum foil rabbit. But man, I'm gonna answer it. I do, because I think this is where the game is evolving now. It'd be remiss for me and maybe a little immature, some may see it, for me to say it like this, but you know, most black quarterbacks are just naturally better athletes than some of their white counterparts. So I think with the defenses that are coming in now, the linemen, the safeties, the linebackers that are getting faster, you need that quarterback that's somewhat of a dual threat. I'm not saying a white quarterback can't do that, a la Josh Allen. Did work for him this year. But yeah, you need a quarterback that can read the secondary, you know, kind of disguise some things and, you know, throw them off, you know what I'm saying? Make those safeties come down because they're threat of him taking off. So I do believe, excuse me, clear my throat, the expansion of the black quarterback, aka the running quarterback, as they like to label it, let's just be honest, will continue to evolve. And I do see, I won't say all, but, you know, some of those guys replacing the staples of what it.
Vaughn, you cut out, sir.
Oh shit, he cut out. I mean, shit, when I'm talking about staples, I'm talking about in the black community. I got it in like I got two setups of fucking all the what people say as the top black quarterbacks in our era for a bench start and cut. So you can tell me if you think some of the people that's playing now won't surpass most of these people on that list later on and stuff like that. For me, I feel they definitely will take their place.
I just think for the most part, Vaughn pretty much summed up everything. I do feel like it's trending in more towards that era now where you look forward to having a quarterback that can do, multiple things instead of just sitting in the pocket. Sitting in the pocket is cool. I'm not taking nothing away from the guys that choose to do that. But it is a added element that, I mean, let's be real here. In today's NFL, I mean, the quarterback is the most protected position out there on the field. So, I mean, even if you even look like you finna hit him the wrong way when he start running, I mean, that's a benefit for the team. Now, not always the case because some people, they risk takers and they end up with concussions like Tua. But I mean, for the most part, man, I'm kind of glad that we are in this age and this era now because I kind of feel like the hybrids that came before them, they got praise, but they kind of got kind of put in a box where it's like, yo, he's good for ratings and entertainment, but will this translate over into actual wins and Super Bowls? And the first person come to my mind is none other than Mr. Michael Vick himself. So
yeah.
Absolutely, man. I'm gonna try to go on and keep my shit quick, unlike the damn question. I think personally, like it's 100% is gonna be just like the golden age. Like everything that everyone said was absolutely right, but also I 100% want to go on and point out that all of the crap people was trying to talk about the black quarterbacks, talking about their IQ or whatever. Now people starting to understand we're just as smart to understand all of the coverages and crap just like that as well or whatever. And we also have that ability to try to get up out of the pocket as well. So absolutely it is 100% going to be all about the black quarterbacks or whatever. It's going to be just like a golden age about them or whatever. 100% they got good IQ. I hated people trying to like have it to where, oh, he's a black quarterback, he's just quick and fast or whatever. His IQ ain't as high and all this bullshit. So yeah, absolutely.
I mean, shit. Basically, I'm trying to see: are we ever gonna get a black Rex Grossman or a fucking Fitzpatrick who can just hop around from years to years, but always giving fake hope that never gonna proceed to these? Or we just can we ever get to the stage where we got black versions of those two that just like finesse the system and keep going on 10-year plus careers, who ain't got to be the greatest of the greats to stick around?
I got a bigger question for you. Is the money gonna start acting funny once we start dominating that position?
Oh yeah, I already hear people start talking about. You hear it already playing about people talking about fucking how about you draft a quarterback every year because you want to keep them on a rookie deal instead of like paying them and shit all of a sudden now.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Switching up now. We want to keep we can stay on that rookie deal. We can build our teams up and we can just plug any quarterback in there, to play quarterback. I'm like, okay,
go ask them how that work in New England.
I'm like, let me definitely tell me how that works for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But if it did everyone answer on this topic, I apologize, and I'm definitely gonna try to edit this later. But I must have a malfunction my laptop, so hope everything's going right. But I didn't know. Did Renny get a chance to answer? I apologize. Like I said, I didn't hear him.
Oh no, I didn't. I was listening to what y'all had to say. I guess I think when I think of black quarterbacks, I think of like from the very beginning, not like 1935 BC type shit, but like Doug Williams, Warren Moon,
right?
All the way to fucking McNabb to Vic. right? So when we look at the quarterbacks now, we're looking at like Vic being the prototype because he was a cheat code. Vic was different. Like, what do you do with this type of, athleticism at a position that's supposed to be, you have to have this all types of bullshit intelligence to play it, right? Vic was doing this shit in his sleep, bro. Like, he woke up just vibes and was like, all right, I'm gonna throw for 300 and rush for 300 today. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ridiculous. And he was left-handed doing it. Now, it's just, and I guess after Vic, I would have to say Cam Newton would be the trailblazer to what we have now, because people want to talk about how great Josh Allen is. No disrespect to him, but who was he before Stephon Diggs got there?
Correct.
You know
Correct. Facts.
And then people want to talk about, this big body quarterback and Josh Allen, blah, blah, blah. But Cam Newton was doing all that shit in Charlotte.
And who did he have as a receiver? Don't worry.
Exactly. Which brings me to Lamar Jackson, right? In short, like, the goalpost is always going to keep moving, no matter how you flip it and dice it, right? Because even if it's subconscious, the narrative is always going to be, you have to have all this type of intelligence to play the quarterback position, which means subtly, it's a white man's position, bluntly put.
Yep.
Because quarterback is supposed to be cerebral, not athletic, right? But the same thing we're praising Josh Allen for, we're criticizing Lamar Jackson for doing. Lamar Jackson has done more with less than Josh Allen has had at his disposal, but I guess that's a narrative that they don't want to talk about. Josh Allen's the better pocket passer. Lamar Jackson, he, in year one, is just like, his first year as a full starter, is just like, all right, he needs to develop as a pocket passer. Okay, he does that. Well, he needs to stay in the pocket. Well, he needs to do X, Y, and Z. Well, he needs to blah, blah, blah. Y'all keep asking this man to do more with less based on his athleticism, right? And that's what they're just always going to look at black quarterbacks as athletic, never the quarterback. Because when you listen to the microaggressions, it's always, you have to be a leader, you have to do this, that, and the third. And listen to how they describe white quarterbacks versus how they describe black quarterbacks in the same classes, in the same tiers, if you will. That's why when Geno Smith came back, people were like, oh my gosh, where did this come from? No, he was always like that. It's just that he never really had the opportunity once he got booted out of the Jets organization, because y'all didn't want to give him the opportunity. So now y'all are surprised that Geno Smith still has the capability to put up the numbers that he had put up in Seattle, because y'all just thought shit was going to be sweet because, we did the Drew Lock to Russell Wilson trade. Now y'all are like, wait, Geno Smith? When has he been this good? Always. Look at his numbers. Is he the sexy pick? No. But let's not act like that he's completely garbage. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes down to the black quarterback position, yes, I agree that they're going to start acting funny with the money. I also think that there will be Rex Grossman type black quarterbacks where it's like they just go from team to team and whatever, collect their check. It is what it is, right? Because cream rises to the top. Everybody can't be prime Mike Vick, prime Cam Newton, Lamar, even Russ in his prime, or whomever it may be. Everybody just can't be all those people. Cream does rise to the top. It's getting to a point where the shit that we're seeing from black quarterbacks now is just normal. It's not even spectacular no more, because it's to a point like, well, we've seen this already. You know what I'm saying? Because we've seen Mike Vick, because we've seen Cam Newton, because we've seen Lamar, because whomever. It's like, yes, I'm happy for these brothers starting in the Super Bowl today. I just fear that the goalpost is going to continue to move. Well, even though they're putting up spectacular numbers, because even with Jalen Hurts, they were saying he can't lead his team to the Super Bowl, and now they're there. So
right.
And now they switched the whole narrative. All I've been hearing all week is how great of a leader he was. When, like you said, before that, they was getting ready to pitchforks and turkey torch that nigga up out of Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. Now they already talking about his contract, which, hey, young brother, get that money for sure. And talking about this wonderful leader, which I think is funny because depending on like how the game does today, they're gonna try to tear down one of these quarterbacks for sure. which would never be the case how they do with their white quarterbacks. They just make excuse for him. Well, he didn't have the line, or he didn't have the time and all that. That defense is just so superior. But they don't make none of that excuse for us. It's just the best. See, this is why you can't win with them.
Can we all come to the conclusion of this? If Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl this year, would he go down as maybe Alabama's best prodigy to come to the NFL?
I refuse to allow Alabama to take credit for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he did go to Oklahoma.
I feel.
Here's why. Because once again, it's goalpost moving, right? So it's all about when they get drafted, it's whatever college they're attending at that time. So, as a Georgia alum, can we take credit for Justin Fields?
Nope.
No, we can't, right?
Nope.
Even though he went there, right? Okay, right. So Ohio State fans want to continue to try to take credit for Joe Burrow, but he was trash at Ohio State.
Exactly.
Keep it a buck, right?
He's the LSU person. That's who he is.
Exactly. So we're not going to sit up here and give Alabama credit for Jalen Hurts. Nah, y'all want us to go with Tua.
That nigga played for the Sooners. I saw his ass in them games. I
think was a Heisman candidate for Oklahoma, not Alabama. He got drafted when they called his name, Jalen Hurts, quarterback, Oklahoma. So we're not giving Alabama credit. Fuck that. They have enough at their disposal that they can build off of. That's great. Why y'all need Jalen Hurts too? Y'all just greedy at this point.
Nope, they still got Jake the Snake. That's all they got. That's their number one quarterback.
Let me tell you right now. If I could get rid of my goddamn quarterback, Marley, no, he'd be gone. I hate him. I hate him. Even though.
Well, man, I think this answer Marley's question. Long questions one, like the state, but man, keeping on the world of sports, man. If you're not, that's about to say something. If you're not under a rock, you paid attention to the trade deadline earlier this week. Man, what NBA trades and storylines, or just NBA altogether, stood out to you guys, and you like to elaborate on, man? Anybody want the floor? By all means, please step to it.
Thank you, Von the Villain. I just need to know where Russell Westbrook's going. That's it. That's all I need. I need to know where Russell Westbrook's going.
No, it looked like he shit. If the Jazz had him buy his ass out, he's staying where he at. He just gonna be in a different locker room.
Yeah, just go to the Clippers, bro. Just go to.
We already seen him and PG work before, whatever, together. So
it was decent until they got to Portland.
They got the chemistry or whatever. That's what the Kawhi factor come in for. That ain't gonna happen with Kawhi if he plays. So and they they team already got like a bunch of good spares or so. So I feel like that's where he ended up going. But boy, I'm telling you, man, that I can't wait for that. Hey, DeRozan, man, let me know when y'all do that 30 for 30 on Brooklyn, boy. That shit gonna be sharp popping like that.
Hey, yo, Marlon, I need you to mind your motherfucking business. Look, they're about the Heat and only the fucking Heat. All right? Don't be worried
about I found the clip that's like the perfect summary of what happened in Brooklyn, man. And it's quick, but that shit to me it ties that shit up in a bow. Sound like a kid was running y'all niggas for all these years.
Oh shit.
Didn't y'all just get y'all ass whooped last night, fam?
Damn.
Just like the Spurs. Quality players that fit, committed to winning. Then he's like, boom, new idea. New idea. Two superstars. Let's get rid of the quality guys that we had. 2 superstars. Then he's like, okay. We got the right coach, Kenny Atkinson. Boom. Wrong idea. New idea. The new coach, it's going to be interim coach Jacques Vaughn. Nope. New idea. Steve Nash is going to be our coach. And instead of 2 superstars, we're going to have 3 superstars. Yeah. No. Time out, everybody. New idea. Just stay with me. Harden, gone. Ben Simmons, in. He's going to help us make a playoff run. Timeout. He actually needs a back surgery. Kyrie and KD want to be traded. We're not trading you. Now that I think about it, we will trade you. But we're going to stick with Steve Nash. We got to get Steve Nash out, get Jacques Vaughn back in. Get KD, get Dwayne Finney-Smith, and we're going to rebuild.
Marlon, I don't want to watch the show.
Be the Spurs.
So basically, they going to Remy team. Remy, they trying to be like y'all, but without all the foundation and without the pop. That's what they trying.
Just like your question, that shit was too motherfucking long too. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that shit. Fuck all
I
that.
mean,
Fuck
it's
what you
basically
talking about.
walk for walk step of what the fuck Brooklyn been and what they ever will
Look,
be.
I have lived it, motherfucker. I watch. I see this shit all the fucking time. You ain't gotta reiterate this same shit to me. Shit, I know what's going on with my squad.
I'll send both of those clips to you, man, so you can keep.
Nah, fam, you ain't gotta worry about that. I don't need that shit.
Well, let's address the elephant in the room. Kevin Durant went to the Phoenix Suns, and
Yeah.
people automatically are assuming that they're gonna win it all this year. So
Nah, I don't see it.
I'm not assuming that. I just want to see him on one side and Devin Booker on one side, just dotting niggas' eyes with Chris Paul like shooting the ball. That's all I want.
Nah, I just want Russell Westbrook to win a ring and fuck LeBron and AD. You nigga, hey, if I find out you on that dirty work too, it's gonna be a big F you to you too. I'm just telling you right now, LeBron was worried about winning breaking that record, winning that scoring, most all-time bullshit. He got it. Now all of a sudden he got a lingering foot injury. Yeah, I bet it is lingering. Cause motherfucker, you ain't, man, come on, bro. Y'all didn't have to do that man like that. That man is a six. Think about this. I want y'all to think about this and make this make sense. I'm not saying that Westbrook was the perfect fit for the Lakers, but hear me out. If you're the top candidate for sixth man of the year, doesn't that kind of translate to you being productive on that team? Like you like a vital part of the team?
Of course.
So why would you get rid of that piece right now?
It's like you said, he wasn't a perfect fit. Don't start that clutch sports shit. I'm not in the Lakers organization, but if that may be more reason, because I mean you don't have a lot of assets. So I thought they should have. The people I think they should trade actually LeBron AD. I feel like organization get what they need. LeBron may not like it, but he probably has to go to the contender. AD can get what he needs. But hey, I'm not in the front office, like I said, but that's may be more reason to trade him because he's valuable than we may not know ourselves. Russ may got tired of the situation himself. He may got tired of being the media scapegoat. The blame for AD's health. The blame for LeBron maybe not being consistent some nights. Like, hey, get me the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, cause like literally he go to a different locker room, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be media silence when he's in Clippers or whatever.
I can't wait. I hope the Clippers. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I'm gonna go and throw that out right now. But I just don't feel like we have the team right now.
I wouldn't put my money in the Clippers, man. Like I
don't know, bro.
AD, we talk about Kawhi, but AD played more games than Kawhi and shit. We fucking talk shit about AD. Kawhi just keep getting a excuse, So when I see that nigga play 16 games straight, it'll be the first time.
It's hard for me not to, bet with him when, that's how I became Big 120. You know what I'm saying? So
I got say, like I said on the show before, man, the bigger the player is in stature and size, the more ridicule. The smaller the player is, a lot of Derrick Rose, the Chris Pauls, they get pats on the back for being injury prone, so that's just how it goes.
Right. I don't know,
but
go ahead.
Another trade, it wasn't a blockbuster trade, but the scenario was definitely jaw-dropping itself. I don't know if I've ever heard of a scenario like this, a player actually figuring out how they were traded, but reports stated that Trailblazer guard Josh Hart figured out he was traded through social media during the game in warm-ups.
I'd have left right there.
Bruh, I don't know if the owner was in attendance. I doubt it, because I think it was an away game in New York. I would say, hey, y'all better put me on the closest and the most expensive PJ that you can, a private jet, and I'm flying to this motherfucker. Social media? Bro, come on.
I mean, well, with how shit, most of the insiders, they break on social media now, so shit, that shit will be faster, but you would think, the proper, calls would be made, from ownership to management to player or player agent, and, player get the notice, but shit, no, man, that should be straight cutthroat game, But that's again, man, with like how the difference is we hold players to than fucking owners.
Yep.
You know, players they make a fuss and want to leave. Oh, you selfish, you all this. The team is loyal to you. What loyalty?
No.
I found out that I don't work for this team no more by social media, which is where you should not find any of your news at. And that's what I found out.
Imagine you in the military or your regular job. You find out you got traded via social media. Like imagine,
or imagine that your company got shut down and you find out on social media. Oh damn, that's why my key card didn't work today. God damn.
Imagine you try to get it past security. You found out you got traded to the cross local news station affiliate for a Keurig and future picks, bro. Future interns and shit. That shit is crazy, man.
I have to ask this, Mr. D-Row.
What's up?
Imagine if you got traded to Fox Sports. Would you pull a David Ruffin in that ESPN deal?
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Money talks. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
Money talks. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
Yeah, I found out I got traded to Fox Sports, and the check was a lot bigger. When I'm shaking everybody's hand. Like, you know how LeBron did at the end of his last year in Cleveland, and he dapped up everybody when they know they lost to the Warriors? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's me. Yep, that's me. I just gotta ask HR, like, is my check still coming next week? Or all right, bet, cool.
Right.
Here we go. Shit. Hey, Juice. I know it's a hypothetical question, but it seems like most of the ESPN analysts and sports writers and stuff, that's where it seems like most of them went.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, we gonna revisit this clip when he come back and he ain't D-Row from ESPN no more.
When Skip left, they left.
Exactly.
Stop. Big Bang take Lil Bang. You can say the inverse is also true. I mean, look at the Monday Night Football crew. They gave Joe Buck and Troy Aikman a blank check. All right, them boys ain't at Fox no more. All right, man.
Hey, like you said, that money that could change. That's all that make movements have real quick.
And
exactly, money talks.
To touch back on the Lakers trade, like I said, you've been following the show. You know my stance kind of with the NBA this year is more notifications and maybe a glance at the score. But some people feel this will help the Lakers, like D'Angelo Russell. I know they got a shitload of guards, and I think they got more shooting and I think some better defense than Beasley. So do you guys see this actually making the Lakers a possible better team, or they just stay the pack and probably barely make the playoffs?
It's a step in the right direction, but yeah, they still need a piece, whatever. Because they need a piece that's gonna play and that's gonna help when AD body breakdown or whatever. Or when like LeBron right now, shit, this the last thing you want to hear about. Like, I mean, he's not. We don't consider him always as a big, but nigga is like freaking like 6'8". When they start them type bodies start getting foot problems, that's usually the curtain call. Shit ain't too many more after that shit when they start getting them feet injuries, because that shit is not really too much you can do with that shit. You just have to manage it. So shit, you got that breaking down. Shit, they need somebody who's gonna be able to take over. I don't think D-Lo gonna be that, but I mean, as far as me, the pieces they added are decent pieces that help them assemble a more decent team for what that strategy, what they trying to do.
I got 2 questions related to this whole debacle here. One, what is the over/under on D'Angelo Russell asking LeBron if he cheated on his wife?
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh man!
Oh my god!
Since y'all not gonna say the quiet part out loud, I will. But
damn, man! Hey, we had forgot that why they sent them out.
D-Row, let me ask you something. would you be comfortable with him as a teammate?
I don't like every.
You gotta make sure that nigga ain't got a wire on. That's what
pretty much. I honestly think it was him. He was probably like 22, maybe at the time when that shit happened originally. And this is one of those things, like, you young, like, you just on your phone, you're not really thinking too much on what's being said in the background. He's like, oh, he just kicking it, having whatever. You don't know niggas is incriminating themselves, basically, right? I don't necessarily think I would have a problem with him. I would be a little skeptical if I was there the first time, but I don't think I would have a problem with it. Like, he had already addressed the remorse. He already got shipped out to Minnesota of all places. And where the fuck did he go before that? Not LA,
Brooklyn.
right? So it just wasn't like, I think he learned his lesson. Like, it's cold as fuck in Minnesota, nigga. That's enough of a lesson to learn. Sorry. I'm just
Minnesota. Go like Minnesota.
But the second question I wanted to ask is another thing that has been quietly not addressed about this whole situation. The Grizzlies really fine in the West, because once John Morant said that he's fine in the West, everybody sent the blitz package.
They've been on his ass.
Like, everybody, like, they ran Engage 8 pretty much. It's pretty much like,
see, Renny, I got to stop it. That wasn't when the wheels started unraveling, fall off. Juice, tell him when the wheels started to fall off.
See, I'm glad you said that, bro. So let me tell you when the wheels fall off. When I got on his daddy ass and I was about to get on his ass. And one, you come with that bullshit talking about Steven Mountains was finna get on me. I'm gonna whoop his ass, and I'm gonna whoop your ass when I see you in that truck. So let me tell you now, first and foremost, you know, LA is the home and the mecca of the greatest players of all time. And I just don't understand why a little nigga like Dylan Brooks think he can hold LeBron's jockstrap. I don't understand that, you know. And he had the audacity to come to Uncle Shay Shay and say, fuck me. We don't do that around here. Because I told him I put these Georgia dogs on him. You know what I'm saying? But we you know, I digress, you know. I told Skip I wasn't gonna be thugging no more online, so I'm gonna try to hold my composure. But asking questions like that, you're gonna get the real deal, big play Shay. Now I'm done. Back to y'all.
Thank you, Uncle Shay Shay. It's always. But that's a good point. Renny brings up, man. Like, a lot of people, I believe that's still number 2 in the West, if I'm not mistaken. So they're not in a horrible position, but let's say hypothetically, this Laker team did somehow squeeze in and miraculously make it to the playoffs. I'm looking at the standings right now. As it would stand, if the playoffs started today, the Grizzlies will play the Pelicans in a 7-game series. How confident can you say in that 7-game series? I can see Grizzlies beating them.
Pretty confident. Zion, where he at right now?
yeah, that nigga injured all the time.
Oh shit! See, I didn't know that. See, damn.
I'm a fantasy team. That's how I know that. So,
Yeah, that nigga.
Damn, what is it this time?
Hamstring right now.
God damn.
We'll be reevaluated in 2 to 3 more weeks.
Damn, Zion, shit.
You can hear the hate in my voice as I say that. So.
Oh yeah, I know. Shit, talking about that fantasy league. I think I scooped you and one recently. I'm pretty sure one don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I lost by a fucking 100 points because niggas want to be injured at the wrong time. It'll be Friday and Saturday. I'll be having like a 50-point lead. Then I get the alert, like, oh, LeBron won't play. All right, well, that's 110 points that I can't have. Oh, Zion will be reevaluated in 2 to 3 weeks because his other toe. Man, dog. What? Oh, Booker's out too, by the way, guys. Just thought you should know that nigga's out for 4 weeks. What the fuck?
Hey man,
you gotta get on that waiver wire.
I was
like, man.
Niggas is ass, bro. But sorry, go ahead.
Nah, like I said, it's them business decisions, man. They looking at it as a marathon, not a sprint. They young too, with the exception of LeBron. But damn, I did not know that. Well, Grizzlies like you would take that, but I bring that up because it's just like you don't see, like, you know, they're number 2, but it's kind of like a mirage. It's, you know, it's kind of like hate to make this analogy, but the Minnesota Vikings in a sense. Yeah, you know the record. You know where they stand, but do you really trust them in the playoff series?
I would say more the team that follow that color scheme actually are the Kings. You know, shit, they happy to be there, and they in 3rd. Nobody thought they had to be in 3rd right now. And any 3rd to the bottom, but not 3rd in the fucking West at the top of that bitch right now. So I feel like that's more of that team. I mean, shit.
Sometimes that team that's not supposed to be there, J. Marlon, can be dangerous because they don't know no better. If we lose,
who the fuck on the Kings do you trust in the playoffs? Who? Harrison Barnes?
Does he not have championship experience?
Are 3rd in the West right now.
Chris Webber might be.
Neither one of them niggas is suiting up, Juice.
Oh, my
I'm
bad.
saying is, when you're supposed to lose, you play freely. That's all I'm saying.
That's shit people say in the media. That shit ain't real.
I disagree. I ain't finna like say like I'm from D1, this and that, but when I did play some sports, when you are supposed to lose, you do play freely.
I low-key agree with Vaughn because when the Thunder first was assembled, and you know they were a young team, a lot of people they came out of nowhere, and they were, you know, really competing with teams that people thought they didn't have a shot with. So I'm not saying that I agree with the actual team he putting this type of energy around, but that's primarily what Memphis should be. But
you get Luke Kennard or whatever shit, a good shooter, like shooting 40% from three. They got him like in a low key trade, so that's another piece for him or whatever. But I just feel like the more important thing right now, they trying to fucking. I guess the media cycle has built up on Ja Morant because now they trying to he up too high. Now they trying to tear him down. They got this nigga sounding like Deshaun Jackson.
Stop. That's okay. Let me. Okay. As much as I love Ja Morant, as much as the next person, let's not act like this nigga ain't playing King Von right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga think he ghost right now for some odd reason. One of the best players in the league. Granted, he's still young. Like, whatever. I give him that benefit of the doubt. So I ain't really gonna write him off. But like, somebody had said the other day, this is the first nigga who's ever tried to play his way out the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's trying to be King Von right now. But whatever. Go ahead.
Dang around CMG too much at courtside, man. It's done
right. Been in Memphis too long, man.
Hey, man, they saying my man got a whole squad of niggas walking around with them things on them, pointing at bunch of opponents, which nobody has proven. And then I just want to know the security guard. How the fuck you know that was Ja Crew? That could have been any random motherfuckers that hated y'all people, but no, it's got to be Ja Morant.
But they wasn't wrong. That's the crazy part.
I'm just gonna say this: when your claim to fame in the streets is beating up a 17-year-old, you're not tough, dude. Come on, bro.
Not that guy.
Come on, Clarence parents have a real good marriage. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh man.
This focus on basketball, man. Before you lose it all, man. Like, ain't no way in the hell. Don't kids, listen to me well. Do not be a crash test dummy. For yourself, for your friends. If you got so-called friends trying to make you a crash test dummy, leeches, family, by all means, hear me and hear me well. You need to cut them the fuck off immediately. It's that plain and simple. Ain't no damn way I'm making millions and millions of dollars. This day I want to prove I'm a tough guy.
For who? For what? Why, bro?
But man, that's anybody got some more talk on the world of NBA, man? Some trades that stood out by all means. If not, we can move along.
Oh yeah, man. I think we pretty much wrapped it up. Especially we talking about his crew at this point. So yeah, we definitely. Yeah. But shit, man. Before we just cut off sports altogether, you know, I usually do my bench start cut. I got 3. And, you know, they all in honoring of the current events that happened, the 2 black quarterbacks, and then, you know, LeBron records. So I'm going to spit them 3 out real quick. I'm glad you back with us, Juan. I thought you had drove off into a pit. I was hoping you drove off.
I was about to drive off in the pit because it felt like you were about to go with this long-ass story again. Well, it all started back
no, this is going to be quick. And I want you to be the first one to answer the bit since you got so much to say, you
go motherfucker.
But
anyway,
best black quarterback, we go with who's standing out. So you got Warren Moon, Steve in there, and then I put Randall Cunningham in there because I knew if I put somebody else, I got him in another question that's who y'all picked. So those
time out. Oh, go ahead, Warren. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm going Air Magnetic start. I'm gonna go with Warren Moon to go on and bench, and I'm gonna cut Cunningham.
Jesus.
Well, I guess I go and ask about his
Is that a problem? Goddamn.
I guess you got him stutter step. Okay.
No, I just thought somebody was gonna jump in, but I actually agree with Juan. My list is the same. You know, going to option start Air McNair, bench Warren Moon, and I'm gonna cut Randall. So yeah.
Oh,
Dude, I'm sorry that you couldn't.
I'm sorry.
Your wins, Aaron McNair, but hey,
I'm sorry,
it's
but
the Rams all day.
we all got the same person that we're gonna cut, but I'm gonna switch it. I'm starting Warren Moon.
yes.
That's how I feel. That's my list too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it's supposed to be. Every time, anytime with old niggas, some reason y'all just good God, man. I literally said he's the only motherfucker in the Hall of Fame that we got. Y'all just go shit on this man. Cause I know Airman there. I drive past my Olive all the damn time. Yeah, I know that name. That's what I'll go with. Why?
I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
One
Shout out
team
to-
screwed them out of Super Bowl, but that's not here. Them going.
Yeah, screwed him. Screwed him. Thank you, bro.
Hey,
Screwed
that
him.
shit was clearly not up. It didn't
Man,
even
get your ass
graze
out of here.
the
Get your ass out of here.
motherfucking touchdown. It didn't even go past the motherfucking.
I don't know. A couple
all.
angles it look like it, but I ain't finna let y'all D-Rose. Let's go with them with this shit. Next one. Most dynamic black quarterback. You got your Vicks, you got Running Cunningham, and then you got Cam Newton. And I put just for honorable mention, that run that Cap went on was pretty fire too. So that would be honorable mention. So
Okay, and you said what's the question?
the most dynamic quarterback.
Okay.
So I'm starting Vic,
Obviously.
benching Newton, and sorry Cunningham.
Cutting Cunningham.
Sorry Cunningham. Yeah, I'm cutting him. Like, sorry.
Cunningham ain't getting no love. Okay.
That's why I was like, damn, sorry Cunningham. But
Damn.
Jay Marley part for putting this nigga in a precarious position. So
Hey, the nigga, if you look in the film, man, in the 80s, that's who they were saying was the Vic before Vic, man. The man was
I
showing
get that. I
mean,
get
Shuffling
that.
his ass out.
I just
I
wanted
mean, it's not changing my answer. I get
the
that.
love for my man because he does belong on this damn list. Goddamn.
I mean, I watch more film than any of y'all, so let's start there. But regardless, my answer's still not changing just because you put nostalgia in there. Sorry.
I'm sorry, like you said, Randall, you gotta go. But I'm gonna switch it up. I'm actually, and I know this is unpopular opinion, I'm gonna actually start Cam and I'm gonna bench Vic, bro.
I can understand why, but
You know,
sorry, Cunningham.
you know.
Cam's size makes him even more of a freak of a nation.
I mean, I'm just saying,
agree.
you know, I feel like Cam is a more complete passer than Michael Vick,
I
personally.
agree with that.
I can agree with that for sure. Sure. Both got strong arms, but yeah, I think Cam's
Right.
a little bit more precise. Yeah.
Right.
Even with saying that, I'm gonna start Vic.
Motherfucker!
I'm gonna bitch Cam.
Y'all
And I'm
ain't
gonna
shit.
cut
These niggas, I'm gonna tell you what it is. They owe that thing about Madden, but the nigga can run so
that
fast.
plays a big part in it, bro.
The whole question was about dynamic quarterbacks. I'm sorry, like just because Cunningham was the trailblazer doesn't necessarily mean nigga gonna be on my team. Sorry, like
I ain't got no problem with Randall Cunningham getting cut. I'm there with you. I'm there with you all the
I've
way.
seen all their highlights, nigga. The things Vic was doing, it's still you look at it today, you be like, damn, like niggas was doing that.
Only reason I gave Cam the slight edge is because he got a team. He basically did a LeBron 2018 when he got that team he had to the Super Bowl.
That's fair. I agree with all that.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That team did also have a great defense too. Okay.
That too, but
Yeah.
That defense was nice.
About
That's either here nor there.
the best player on that defense that you're talking about, we don't remember that nigga now for being spent around by King Henry. Still,
Oh Lord.
that's the only.
So good point, Marlon.
Yep.
Good point.
Wait, I know y'all are not referring to Josh Norman as the best person on that defense.
He's one of the niggas
I thought it was Luke.
That's what I was thinking too. But when he said spinning around,
I know, but I just want to get that joke in there. But yeah, he wanted.
I was thinking Luke. Hey, Luke wasn't a Luke. Hey, man, you
Turn
know,
that nigga
you
to a
know.
lead blocker, bro. That shit crazy.
Jesus.
I said, Marley got some more names for us,
Yeah,
man.
I thought one was gonna answer since he was just talking, but I guess he go with everybody else saying, I guess. But the last one, like I said, NBA, LeBron brought the the scoring record. So the question here is for the two previous holders of that record. So versus LeBron. So if you're not aware of those names, that's Wilk and fucking Kareem and LeBron. Start, bench, go.
I was gonna kick this out. It's easy for me. I'm gonna start Bron. I'm a bench cap, and I'm cutting Wilt.
I'm starting Wilt. I'm benching Brian, and I'm cutting Kareem. Here's why. Right? Hold on. Here's why. Right? As great as LeBron has been, and we've all seen it, because the nigga been playing our whole lives, literally. Right? Look at any record anytime somebody reaches a milestone, it's like, all right, like when Donovan Mitchell hit like 71 that night, right? Whose name is always in the conversation? Wilt.
Wilt Chamberlain
is the measuring stick for everything. Because you do something great one time, like, oh man, like, Donovan Mitchell scored 71, and then you're like, oh yeah, Wilt did that shit 13 times already. So oh man, LeBron, beat the assist record. Okay, Wilt did that shit 15 times already up until this point at your age. So what are you saying? So that's why I'm saying Wilt, because it's like his records that he has broken has been so ridiculous. It's like somebody reaches a milestone, and as regular spectators, we're like, damn, that seems awesome. And then it's just like, yeah, Wilt did that shit 40 times on his worst day. Okay. Imagine you going to work, right? I'm a corpsman, right? Imagine I'm like, oh man, I stitched 4 people today. And then there's somebody who's like, well, if you look at these 18 Medal of Honor recipients, them niggas did that shit with no materials at all. And you're like, but nigga, what? This has never been done this millennium. Okay, niggas been doing this since the Korean War. That's pretty much what it's like.
I'm gonna be real. Renny bring up a good point, and I agree. I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna go a little bit further. I'm cutting LeBron and I'm keeping the other two, but I'm gonna start Wilt. Reason why here it is. We never give credit to the old player. We never do. We tear them down instantly. Man, it was like 10 niggas in the league at the time. I'm like, come on, bro. You still gotta look at it. He did more in less time than both of them.
Correct.
Because he did not play 20 seasons. And
if they have had fucking free agency back then, that nigga could have got on a good team to fucking to win some more wins early in the part.
Kareem was, they gave him the right present when he retired, an old ass rocking chair. And that's exactly what he was looking like when he was walking his ass up the court. His ass. And I'm gonna be honest, LeBron damn near on his way to the same exact goddamn position. So yeah, that's gonna be Renny got game. He putting them facts out there, and that did make a lot of sense, honestly, because Wilt Chamberlain has done things that we like to tend to ignore, hey, don't bring that nigga up. Yeah, he just ain't nobody goddamn record. Yeah, but LeBron's great. Like, wait a minute, nigga, you ain't scored 50 in a damn season. What the fuck? Like, nigga, ain't no nigga even scored 40. Come close, but no cigar, James Harden. But and Luka is their prized possession right now, even though I don't like his ass. But yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go with Wilt though.
Yep, and Kyrie that dilute. Yeah.
It's just ridiculous the amount of things that Wilt has
pretty
done.
much do the same shit as well, man. I'm going with Wilt. Shit, I'm gonna start him. I'm gonna go ahead cut Brun, and I'm gonna have Kareem up on the bench.
For sure, man. Like I said, I have no problem with none of those lists, man. I feel like all of it, I just felt like shit. Most people didn't know who the leaders before that, which is no surprise. Them two names, you definitely would be like, oh, fuck yeah. They got to be up there. So I want to give them a shout out, man. Feel like all that, and I thank all y'all, man, for participating. Who we kicking it to next?
It's on Juice now. Think it's time. Marley Juice. Shit. What y'all?
I can't see it. That nigga there. That.
Shit, I guess Shit, I guess they say hell no, fam.
Well, so we wait, Juice.
I'm here, man. I had to go in the kitchen right quick. I was stealing some snacks. But
Okay.
Trying to get some damn snacks.
Is it
Damn,
your
man,
kitchen?
man, gotta have the hot chips on deck. But
no, bro. Just gonna get the
give me
Lays.
plain chips.
All
But
you
we're
gotta
not
do is
doing
get the
this.
Lays, bro.
Yeah, we out. Yep. But without further ado, you know what I'm saying? I wanna bring a question to y'all, not to bring the tone down. But I just want to, bring awareness to this thing because a lot of people listen to us and they value our opinion. So here it is. When are we going to hold the streets accountable for the negativity that's being displayed on a day-to-day basis? Y'all got the flow.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I can give you examples. Takeoff got killed recently, right? And Jay Prince has been going on a press run, pretty much trying to clear his son's name by saying, well, it's unfortunate what happened to him, but things like that happen when you're the aggressor, and we don't we don't cause the conflict, but we end it. And I'm just like, yeah, but they were just words. Like, I'm not saying that some gangster shit didn't pop off, but it's just like, bro, two young men having an argument shouldn't result in an innocent one getting killed for nothing. You see what I'm saying? People have disputes and disagreements all the time. What part in the streets is, yo, my ego is high, your ego is high, I'm not gonna back down, you're not gonna back down. All right, then, well, let's throw them things, instead of, yo, motherfucker better move, or I'm gonna kill him and everybody in his crew. Like, he's not a threat. They in your hometown, they in your city. You got more leeway and leverage. So when are we gonna hold this accountable and say, hey, man, that was uncalled for? Because I see a lot of people, it's like we pick and choose who we want to hold accountable for things. But it's like, overall, I'm noticing that the streets kind of get a blind eye. Like, T.I. snitch, but you don't see people doing shit like they criticize them, but they ain't giving them the Gunna treatment. I guarantee you, people still go out to see T.I. shows. They ain't sitting up there saying, oh, he snitched, I ain't going to that nigga show. Ghana, they got it to where now, like, shh, man, that man career over.
When are we gonna hold them accountable?
Yeah, they go that T.I. thing and the Gunna thing is two totally different.
That is true, but
I mean, I ain't no snitching. It's different classifications or different levels. I mean,
yeah, I didn't know there were subsections to snitching, because I was just told snitches get stitches, right? So
right.
It don't matter what the circumstances are.
That's what I'm saying.
Both these niggas snitched. They should both get the solid treatment, right?
Thank you.
What's snitched on the dead, man? I mean
that's right. That's like, hold on. Let me say this.
And y'all wouldn't have known shit if he didn't
say it himself.
Bring the shit up years later.
Hold on. So let me say this. When Birdman brother got out, Boosie was on his head talking about, man, you snitched on the dead folks. I don't care if you snitched on somebody dead or alive. You still snitched, like Renny said. So they saying, he a rat and he all this and he all that, but he was a real street dude, like really in them streets. So I get what y'all saying. Well, we wouldn't know if T.I. wouldn't have admitted it. I mean, it ain't like Terrence Gangster Williams ran from his allegations either. He told the flat out truth. I wasn't finna spend the rest of my life in jail. So he did what he had to do. Same thing with T.I. But my thing of it is, it's just like, you see how we sit up here saying, well, it's different. Bro, when are we gonna hold that shit accountable? Snitching is snitching, bro. Regardless.
First of all, snitching is trying to take care of your goddamn self.
Okay.
Like I get everybody want to say that, the snitching shit is horrible or whatever, but once again, I wouldn't ever put myself in a thing to even snitch on anybody. But at the same token, I mean, if it's some shit that I know that I didn't do, I'm not gonna be up in jail for life for anybody. I don't give a fuck who he is.
Absolutely.
So by definition, you're snitching. Yes or no?
Shit, hey, yo, you can call it whatever you want, but I ain't
Well-
gonna be in jail for no damn body.
Well, I get it. I'm not saying you're wrong or right either way. I'm just looking at it from a journalistic perspective, an objective perspective. Words mean things at the end of the day, whether or not niggas want to admit that. Words mean things. You're not just going to sit here and change the meaning of them. You're not going to sit up here and move the goalposts. Let me start by saying none of these niggas pay my bills, so I don't really give a fuck either way what happens to any of these niggas that's already been mentioned. But what I am saying, you just put yourself in that position like, well, I'm not going to sit up here and say, hold on. By definition, if we all agree from the top, snitching is wrong, why are we still up here acting like that there's a sub classifications of snitching?
Hold on,
Secondly,
but how is it wrong? I'm not understanding why people saying trying to snitch is wrong.
I didn't say that it was right or wrong.
He
All
said
I'm
the general
saying is
public.
we need to.
mostly.
I'm just saying in general.
Okay, you talking about the community.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. All I'm saying is like, yo, we can't sit up here and decide like, all right, well, what T.I. did was different than what Gunna did. First of all, y'all really think with Gunna, for example, I ain't one way or the other about this whole situation. What I am saying though, y'all really think the feds or whoever the hell was running the case didn't know about a lot of that shit before they did any of that? And then also, if Gunna is allegedly a snitch, as the streets would like to say he is, what about the other 7 niggas that's also not in jail?
Right.
Because they're not getting no heat for it, or is it because Gunna was just the most famous one? Right? Also, Gunna didn't say anything that the authorities already didn't know.
Didn't know.
So it's not like he gave them new information, because when you sit there and look at the video, all he said to Your Honor was, yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. That's it. They're just pretty much saying like, all right, this is what we know that you did. He didn't say this is what we know that your brothers did, your friends, your alliances, whatever the fuck. This is what you, Sergio Kitchens, we know that you did.
Right.
If anything, he just meant to crime so he can get hopefully a lesser
that he
sentence.
did. He didn't put no new information that they already knew.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? So
But
They
people
already.
sorry,
So-
go ahead, Renny, go ahead.
No, oh, go ahead. No, because I was just gonna say, and that goes back into my question: when are we gonna hold the streets accountable? We cannot sit here and turn a blind eye and say, "Well, this is this and this is that," and they might be similar, but they ain't the same. So it's still the same.
I'm gonna say never.
That's gonna be my answer.
Because as idealistic as as cynical and idealistic as it sounds, it's just like, oh, we need to get along. We not. Niggas have never gotten along about anything ever.
Absolutely.
So let's start there. That's what I'm saying. Never. Not that I'm like, I don't want it to ever happen. Of course I would like for it to happen. But like, niggas don't want accountability ever in any way, shape, or form. Like, come on now. Accountability and punctuality is not in niggas' vocabulary. So never, realistically. Just saying. So I can sit up here and say, like, I would like for us to hold the streets accountable. And that's great. This is a good forum. This is a good discussion. It's a great start. But then things start happening, and it's just like niggas want to pick and choose because it hits too close to home.
Mm-hmm.
So since it's already a Debbie Downer of a subject anyway, I'll make the parallel analogy, right? We all keep saying, man, we want to protect our women, right?
Right.
But I have talked to so many women who have had situations where they were coerced, assaulted, et cetera, right? At the hands of a man. Well, we as men want to be like, all right, yeah, let's protect our women. And then let's say one of your homeboys got allegations. First thing is like, well, nah, not that.
My boy couldn't have did that. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So now we're like, oh yeah, no, that nigga couldn't have done that. But like everybody else, yeah, we'll protect you from everybody else. But they're telling you, hey, no, this is the nigga that I need protection from. And you're like, nah. Same parallel. You want to talk about holding the streets accountable? Like, well, nah, this dude, he didn't snitch. Well, if he did snitch, well, it's because he had to, because look out for. But no, this nigga over here, he's definitely a rat. Boo this man. But this nigga over here, well, I mean, I can kind of see why but it's not really snitching if he.
Man!
Hey, he's speaking fast because how he's speaking right now is the same. He doing it in a lighter tone than Charleston White. Charleston White he say some outlandish shit. Don't get me wrong, but he do be on the money on a lot of things, and people literally want to harm this man over the truth in words. Just like Renny said earlier, there is power in words, whether we want to admit it or not. I mean, this is just one of those things where I feel like, me personally, I ain't got nothing. I have no quarrels about somebody snitching on dead people. I mean, long as they don't lie and say, well, I ain't a snitch or how I'm a snitch. I mean, bro, you literally did the act of what they tell you not to do. And I get why you did it. And I mean, I rightfully, like you say, don't care, but it's just to a point where it's like, look, we can't sit here just because this person is on a pedestal or this person, it's beneficial to be on this person's side to wipe their slate clean, but then the other person, we don't really too much rock with him anyway or her anyway, so then we just gonna condemn them. It don't work that way. Wrong is wrong, right is right.
I mean, all in all, like, yeah, it sounds all, kumbaya moments to say, oh, we're going to hold the streets accountable. But realistically, the rules keep changing.
Mm-hmm.
The goalpost keeps moving. We pick and choose. Once it starts hitting close to home, I made the reference earlier about John Morant wanting to be King Von. I'm like, by definition of a serial killer, that's what King Von was.
Right.
He got some bangers. Don't get me wrong. But like, you're not going to sit up here and act like by definition of a serial killer that he wasn't, just because he made some decent music.
I mean, if you bringing up that name, you've been paying attention to the news late last year. Lil Durk had beat some charges by a fine-ass lawyer, by the way, too. Neither here nor there. But remember that those charges were put on King Von, that all these recent bodies that once Von's deceased started being tied to, so just food for thought, allegedly. How you be out them charges? Your homeboy that's dead? Damn, how you get all these bodies found on him after all these years of dead cases?
And I never heard one snitch allegation put on that man.
Exactly. Because the goalpost keeps moving.
Mm-hmm.
He hates Tekashi 6ix9ine like with a passion.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The narrative is always going to change because we're going to just keep making up shit. But if we're going to sit up here and say snitching is wrong, I don't want to hear people be like, but, or, well, and I see why you did that shit. If y'all going to sit up here and say the thesis is snitching is wrong, then by definition, that's it, period. I don't give a damn about no extenuating circumstance or I see why he did that shit. Okay, well, you see why he did what? Snitched? Well, he didn't really snitch. Well, so how else did the cops know about it?
Exactly.
How else but you got 10 years. How'd you get out in 2? Not because good behavior. Like, come on now. Let's put 2 and 2 together, guys. I understand not everybody's public school, was up to par, but let's sit here and not act like at the end of the day, this information keeps coming out because somebody is snitching. That's what the I in CI stands for, informant, right? Inform these niggas by snitching. Because somebody's talking. Don't know always who, but somebody's talking. For the streets to keep saying snitching is bad, the cops know a lot from the streets. Just saying.
Because those are the top informants. Just saying,
Top snitches, right?
Right.
Words mean things. So
absolutely agree. Renny Renny, I ain't know you was in the streets, like that, man.
Chill out. Chill out.
I ain't know. Hey. My boy said he moved. Hey, we ain't gonna discuss it. But anyway, man, I just wanted to put a little awareness out there on that because I just feel like sometimes I hate watching social media and just seeing like incidents where it's like, wait a minute, didn't he do the same thing? Well, no, that's different. That's different. It's the same thing.
Said
So
the
he
key
can
word
get the
social
same.
media. Yeah, don't
Same
ever go to
critique.
social media looking for a high sense of moral fiber. I feel
Nah,
that.
it ain't happening.
Absolutely.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening at all. But we can move on from that. I liked it. I think it's time though. I think it's time for the moment I've been waiting for this whole show.
Oh God.
Uh-oh. So without further ado, Brother Marley, you know it. You know what to do.
My bitch runs the street at night, and I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I'm saying my bitch runs the street at night, and I can't sleep.
Yeah, y'all. We back up in this thing. Once again, this is the Love Doctor, and this is the Love Connection. If you're wondering why you had to hear Uncle Corey in the beginning, it's going to be one of those type of my bitch moments. So without further ado, let me first off, fellas, how y'all doing? We got a guest in here. Brother D-Ro, you good?
I'm good.
Pimpin' Petty, you straight?
Always love Doc.
The nicest of them all.
I'm
I know
good,
you
good
drink.
doctor. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Good and drunk, love Doctor. He good.
Hollywood one.
Yo, what's up?
Goddamn. Put some energy in that. All right.
Yeah.
So without further ado, we here. And I don't know exactly what y'all want to do first, but do anybody got some questions before we kick this thing off? I guess fucking not. Well,
I guess not.
Without further ado, we have something special, ladies and gentlemen, that we would like to bring to you guys. We actually have a a poet in the building, and I just feel like, sometimes, fellas, you just got to get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with the conviction to let folks know that, well, without further ado,
Hey, your Love Doctor.
Huh?
I bet the whole poem still ain't gonna be long enough than Jay Marley trying to explain one of his motherfucking questions. I can bet you that.
I actually agree. I don't want to just, put Jay Marley out there, but the nigga long-winded Hollywood, he is. But without further ado, Petty, can we hit him with that? The road de la ghetto.
yes, love Doctor. I can do that.
God forbid, I'm secure enough in my opinion that I don't need you. You just need a reason to be needed. Because if I don't need you, then what the hell am I doing?
We want to include Jamie and Renny. I don't know if I believe in love at first sight, but I can't put into words what makes you impeccable. On the outside, you look incredible. Inside's edible, and all I want to do is be next to you. Describing you to someone else, it's common for me to take a breath or two. So many kind words, but lately I lost respect for you. Should have never put you on a pedestal. You hold a special place in my heart, but here's how I remember what's left of you. You're my all-star, and that's what makes you special. But sometimes I wish I never met you. Fuck all that wishing you well. Deep down, I want to see you do great, but ain't shit sweet like a souffle. I'm waiting on your doomsday. I'm sitting outside your crib waiting for your collapse like Black Tuesday. Every bit of pain you caused me is on replay. Even though you're not good for me like it's cheat day, I fell in love with you for Pete's sake. No Ray Charles, but I always have you on my mind like the peach state. I told my homegirl the emotional number you did to me. I crave your company, but all I got to show for it is misery. I admit, you had a brother whipped like bigotry, but instead of being in my clan, leave me alone like the linden tree. You used to open up to me, but now I'm just an afterthought. I'm looking to see who's on deck like I'm stepping out the batter's box. Why'd you drift away from me? Was I not good enough? Did I set the bar too high and that's why you stopped pulling up? I wanted you to be my wife, even though I jokingly referred to you as my baby mother. One moment we're sharing last names, and just like that, we hate each other. You taste good, so obviously I'ma keep coming back, even when you cross the line and I gotta make something shake like a running back. I can't believe we went from jumping the broom to what you doing nothing and you? That's absurd, and I still got love for you like Joe Goldberg. Your name pops up on my phone and you know my answer. Gemini not in the zodiacs, but we both find you to be a Cancer.
Just the thought of you used to make me catch the Holy Ghost. Now I get annoyed at any mention of so-and-so. I still think about you on all my quiet nights. All that time wasted, I should have taken off like a private flight. I used to wonder what you thought about when you looked at me, but now your presence is just taxing like a booking fee. You bring out the worst in me. Never called you a bitch, so this will be a first for me. You hurt me to the core and I wasn't supposed to take that shit personally? You know what? If I never saw your ass again, well, that works for me. It sucks mourning someone who's still alive and breathing. I'm brainstorming why I should keep you around, but can't seem to find a reason. I guess it was love at first sight, but now all you want to do is fight with me. I was gone for a while, but when I came back, you didn't sit right with me. I'm sorry that I left you, but my feelings never went away. And a fairy tale homecoming immediately turned into disarray. Walking past you, I can't even fake a smile. I'll find forgiveness, but damn, that shit gon' take a while. I hope you're doing horrible. I wish you nothing but the worst. Never prayed on someone's downfall, but yours will be the first. Like, dear Heavenly Father, let that bitch be inconvenienced. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So you know I mean it. I hate you're indecisive. I hate that you're such an overthinker. I've had all I could take, so I just snapped like a poem reader. Love turned to disdain into resentment. You're still attractive, but your character made me see you different. I believe that you care for me. When I was at rock bottom, yeah, you was there for me. But this ain't my first rodeo like a second child. You see, I got options and now I wanna fuck with your boy like a pedophile. I'm hurt, disappointed. No, I'm not acting different. I want you to go back to a point in your life where you didn't have me in it. You somehow managed to convince yourself that you're more important to me than you are. But getting rid of you was the best decision I've made in my life thus far.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was D-Road De La Ghetto with
I just got one question.
So,
go ahead.
Is he sending that to Drake after the show?
I actually think the title of that poem should be "Bitch, Give Me Back My Sex." So, yeah.
We found one of Drizzy's ghostwriters, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Quinn Miller, who?
Nah, bro, that shit was dope, man. Hell yeah.
Appreciate it.
You know. I mean,
the prayer part was definitely one of my favorites. Yeah.
Usually Marley send me clips, and I kind of dread watching them, but this was actually the one that I enjoyed. Thank you, bro. To the fellas out there, Valentine coming up, and you might be going through a tough patch. Sometimes you just gotta vent. If you can't vent to one of your partners, you might want to just record some. Get those emotions out there. And let people know that, hey, at the end of the day, what you did to me then only made me the stronger man that I am. Right?
I hate you, bitch.
Oh, okay.
I can't stand that bitch.
That was Hollywood.
She know who she is.
Oh my God.
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh my God. Yes.
My other question is for Remy, man. Like I read like on the SoundCloud thing about like the name, but I want you to explain the name behind it, your thought process. I thought that was pretty clever too. Why you named it the All Star or whatever.
All right, so when I first started making this poem, originally, and it started back in fall of 21, I wanted a metaphor for Waffle House not being good enough for me anymore. Because I'm in the gym all the time. It's just really not healthy, but whatever. I mean, I'm still at that bitch, but still. I wanted a metaphor for, one of the things I love the most not being good enough for me. So when I finally finished the poem, it just seemed like I was beating around the bush so much trying to make a food metaphor. And then I thought back to all great works of literature having to do with love and romance. And so I made it a metaphor for quite a few lady acquaintances that I'm not acquainted with no more. Pretty
quite a few.
Yeah. It was a few that
Will Chamberlain
inspired me to write it. That inspired me to write it. But seriously, it was just one of those things where I wanted this to be better than what the original draft was. And so I had to pretty much open old wounds that I didn't want to at first in the name of literature, especially since I was already working on the beat anyway. And I was like, the Cry Together sample by the OJs, I can't do it its injustice by giving this garbage of a first draft over it. So when I finally dug deeper, that's what the final product was. And like I said, I made the beat to it, did the OJ sample. I played the clarinet, played the piano, all the percussion parts in there. And then when I finally recorded it, that's what the final product was.
That boy talented.
Okay. There you go. Man, but I'm sorry, no, Dr. Sedman. I asked that another time, but any more questions from the Love Doctor or us or?
Yeah. Oh, I got the game ready for y'all because
okay.
you know what time it is.
My most hated part of the show.
Yeah, Molly. Yeah.
Come on, 6 with your funky ass. I feel good.
D-Row. Did you ever watch Deal or No Deal?
Yep.
So the whole shebang about they pick cases, and then at the end you choose one case, and then you reveal whatever it is in that case. That's what's yours, right?
Yeah.
Well, see, we call this thrill or no thrill.
Okay.
And pretty much what it is you have to pick 2 cases out of the numbers 1 through 20. The second round, well, the first 2 rounds, you're picking your cases. The third round is where it gets tricky because the other 3 panelists have the option to change one of your cases to another case. So pretty much, man, you could be doing some wild shit, like Marley for the last couple of weeks, except last week, he been doing some pretty grotesque shit, like eat ass or some shit like that. Like, you're going to see what this all about in the end, but pretty much we calling it thrill or no thrill because you might like what you get in your case, or you might be fucked over. So without further ado, Marley, hit that goddamn intro. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another thrill or no thrill. And I can't wait because, God damn it, it seemed like with the extra person is going to be somebody with some fucked up scenarios. And I can't fucking wait. So without further ado, y'all know how the game goes, so I ain't going to waste no time. Just all basic, common courtesy. We're going to give the guest, he gets the first, slot 1 through 20. Pick a number. This will be your first case, sir.
2.
Okay, my brother picked 2. Okay. Vaughn the villain.
Damn, man, you usually go with 1 first so I can follow his ass. But
okay, we won't break tradition. If you want to do it that way.
No, I got you.
It's about time he stand on his own feet. I want to hear what he come up with.
All right.
Toya.
Okay. All right. 1.
Shit, I'm gonna go with 16.
Motherfucker, every week. All right, Marley.
Damn, they stole Remney and fucking stole 2 of my numbers. God damn it. All I'm left with is 8. I guess 8, yeah.
Okay. Kobe. Old school. All right. Now we on the second round. D-Row, it's on you. 1 through 20.
14.
14. Okay. Vaughn.
5.
Of course.
The number you can't count fast.
Motherfucker.
10. Okay.
Of course.
And Jay Marley.
Yeah, man, all my numbers taken. God damn it. 7.
All right. We're at the final round. D-Row has case 2 and case 14. Vaughn, 1, and Marley. Do y'all want to allow him to keep both his cases? Or do y'all want me to change one or both?
I'll vote keep. You can keep.
Okay, that's 1 vote. The other 2?
Keep.
Okay. Vaughn has case 12 and 5. Y'all gonna allow or y'all want him to switch it up? Y'all decide.
I want him to get his name. No, we'll keep him. I don't know what they are. I fucked up last time, so yeah.
Yeah, I say keep them too.
Okay. One, he got 16 and 10. Other 3 panel mates. What he doing?
I'm tired of him with this 16. Change that bitch.
All right.
That's
So,
fair. Yeah, change. Yeah, man, yeah.
all right, change. What are we changing that 16 to?
I want to say I get 13.
All right. We got 13. Okay. Last but not least, Brother Marley. He has case 8 and case 7. Is he keeping both of them or is he getting rid of one?
8 and 7. Nah, I'll let him keep that because one of them bound to be a fuck up.
All right. That concludes. All right. Well, Brother D-Ro.
Yo.
You got case 2 and 14. Which one you getting rid of?
Oh, damn, I gotta get rid of one of them?
Yeah, because you only can get one case to open.
Fair enough. Get rid of 14.
Getting rid of 14. All right. So his final case will be number 2. He will open. Vaughn, 12 and 5. What you got?
Come on, 5 with your funky ass. I'm keeping 5.
All right, keeping 5. All right. Okay, 1, 13 to 10. What you gonna do?
I don't appreciate people taking away my favorite fucking number though.
Oh my God,
that's some bullshit. Bro, that's the shit that had me messed up last time.
That's why
the last time we do that shit.
But your lazy ass don't want to change nobody. No, I'm keeping.
Nope, I don't care.
Keep it.
Cause okay, Marley shit was 12. It was already gone. I don't care about Ayo Vaughn because shit. He naturally retarded anyway. So like it ain't no purpose with him.
Okay,
so,
what fucking case you keeping?
I'm gonna go with 10. I'm gonna go with 10.
So you getting rid of 10?
Yeah.
All right. God damn.
All this cheating shit, man, with the Patriots people. I'm so tired of that shit.
Man, shut your ass up. Marley. 8. Which one you getting rid of?
I started with 8. So I'm gonna stick with that, I guess.
All right. So you getting rid of 7.
Yeah.
All right, Marley. You know the drill. Brother D-Ro.
Yo.
You chose case 2, right?
I did.
You lucky motherfucker. You will be sleeping with a porn star of your choice.
See, that's what I wanted.
Okay. All right. Marley, you know the drill. Vaughn the villain. You funky bastard. You getting shitted on once again.
Again? God, wait a minute, nigga. Again.
Where does it land though? That's my question.
Say what?
Where does it land? That's my question.
Man, get your ass. Man, hell no.
As long as not my face,
no.
I can live with myself.
Why you like this, man? God damn.
I'm just saying, full disclaimer. If it doesn't hit my face,
where does it land?
Man,
this nigga is wild.
Freak, man. No. Hell no.
Okay.
Marley, it's time.
God damn it.
One.
Yep.
You bastard. You chose 13, right?
Yep.
Well, we did.
Well,
yeah.
Look like you finna have your ass ate.
Damn.
Oh, fam. Hey, you got me fucked up, fam.
Damn.
Hey, you chose the case, man.
That was one number off.
I am not a part of the whole type of stuff, fam.
Hey,
no.
Hey,
you chose that case.
Fam. That's all you, fam. That's all you,
I chose
fam.
12. Fuck.
Nah,
all right. Well, Marley, you the last case. You
God,
ready?
I laughed too fast.
Well, you and your brother got something in common, cause if he getting his ass ate, then you eating ass. So therefore, yeah, that's your.
No, that's not bad.
What was 7? God damn it! God. damn, every time, man. Shit.
I mean, bro,
Yeah.
I'm getting shitted on. I'm not crying about it. I mean, he getting his ass. Say,
Hands up. This are all things you like. This is just a one. This is a Von appetizer. You in paradise right now. It don't matter what you pick.
I wouldn't been mad with those choices. I would not have.
And that concludes the game, thrill or no thrill, where every nigga, well, except D-Ro. How the hell D-Ro gets on the show and he got better looks than all y'all?
Going with 2. He stole it. God dang.
He said it so confidently too. He didn't have to guess this shit.
Yeah, he actually came out winning on this end. Cause some of y'all, I'm gonna put it this way. You better be glad you got rid of your cases, cause goddamn.
I'm not happy I got rid of mine. This shit.
Yeah, you was kind of fucked either way, Marlon. I ain't gonna lie.
God damn it, man. See, that's why I stick with my numbers, bro.
You the type of nigga you don't need to play the lottery because your number pick is terrible. Terrible. I'm letting you know now. That concludes the love connection. I think we've moved to the final segue. So without further ado.
See, I told you these guys don't miss. Another classic in the books. But before they get out of here, there is a few more things they gotta get off their chest. So back to the fellas for Get It Off Your Chest.
I don't know if we're gonna let the guests go first. If not, shit, if y'all can all look at y'all screens. I just got a couple quick reactions I wanted to drop in at the end before we get up out of here.
I'll go last.
All right, bet.
What
So-
the Devin Hester?
I'm the guest. That's why I'm going last.
No, I'm looking at the list, bro. I'm looking at the list.
Like a list.
Yeah, where's Devin Hester?
Yeah, the first list, is the Hall of Fame recipients this year. You got the Reeves Island going in first ballot. Then the other first ballot is Joe Thomas. See, it pays off to be on the second team and suffering. You at least still get knowledge. It ain't all bad shit because Cleveland ain't got nothing to celebrate except for that nigga going to the Hall of Fame over them years that he was that offensive lineman. Then my man Ronnie Barber, I'm happy for him because he was the last nigga of that Tampa Bay defense that should have been in there. I feel like you should got in there before Lynch, but hey, that's another story. They both in, so no reason to spill on spoiled milk. And that's the rest of the class. You got DeMarcus Ware, you got Zach Thomas, man, the coach that created freaking spread them like style freaking West Coast almost like influence offense. I feel like it's a decent list. Just want to shout out to all the freaking Hall of Famers. But then on top of that, brother, y'all tell me who is this in this picture?
That's Mr. Mina right there.
Bro, I did not know that Mrs. Mina, your people's fucking 51.
Yeah.
Like, all I gotta say, I'm happy. I'm hoping it's her choosing. It's not like industry pressure because she got way more like that where she shouldn't be being pressured and shit. But I'm happy for it, man. I saw it. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up when they first said like Missy Elliott. I'm looking for my normal, lovable Missy Elliott, and I saw this. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
I have a quick question about the picture on the left, right?
Yeah.
What is that? The last piece of the trash bag she wore in her first video?
Oh Lord.
I think so. She showed how it changed. Once she changed the figure, it changed the body.
I'm just saying. I'm leave it alone.
He said I will leave it alone. I ain't trying to get in trouble. I feel you. And then I just wanted to take a shot at this nigga, so I did it myself. My man Kyrie going into the game, man. I tell you, man, he's the reason I was inspired about that rap game earlier. I'm saying that nigga is the 3000 of basketball, nigga. Nigga out there on his own experimenting world. I mean, got the peace hat on and everything with the fit. My man is on a world of his own. That's all I had to have, man. The reaction videos for y'all.
Everything okay?
No, I was saying, well, hey, I'm waiting for the
I'm
video.
about to say, hey, well, shit, I'll go. I just want to go on and like I want to give like my condolences to the people over there. Turkey and shit, I forgot the other name.
Syria.
Like, 7.8 up to like 2,000. So it's a lot of people that passed away. So absolutely, I was just trying to go on
And it's Turkey.
there. Pray
It's
for
not
like that
Turkey.
whole
Turkey. Yeah.
place over there in Turkey. So yeah.
We send our condolences.
Go ahead, just go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Oh, nothing crazy, man. Just want to tell everybody out there, the viewers, man, make sure you like, subscribe, and download to us on our multiple platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Amazon Audible, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts. And if I'm missing anything, I apologize, but make sure you download and like and subscribe to us on our multitude of platforms, man. Jump in on us. You know what I'm saying? Social media, TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, that's about it. Just plugging the show. And thank Renny once again for messing with us, man. That's it.
Oh man, be short and brief, man. Renny, thank you again for showing love and coming back to the show. You're welcome back anytime. Man, do that what I said earlier about the Westbrook thing. We really need him in the Clippers for the NBA. It would be really good. Man, I enjoyed the show. We always coming with that real ish, and I mean the chemistry is always there, and I'm just thankful, man. I woke up this morning and I thought about something. I was like, man, I don't know how long, God sees fit that we're gonna be able to do this podcast. Not saying that we finna quit no time soon, but I'm just saying, like, so many other elements may arrive in our life. If, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all don't know, Vaughn is finna be, a husband pretty soon. Finna be. I pray he don't have no kids. Some people just don't need them. They don't need them.
I agree.
Cause I ain't finna have no little cousin talking about he ready to eat booty. So no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. But and Marley married to my other cousin, and Lord knows they got Garfield and the dog. That's enough. But man, I'm just thankful to be in this position, and 5 years from now, I just pray, man, we all not only chasing and achieving our dreams, but also in the position that we want to be in life, not just being stagnant and looking forward to another 5 years of trying to obtain something that if we put our minds to it and seize opportunity, we can get it right now. So that's all I wanted to say. Anybody else had anything to say before we go?
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me on again. When I was asked last week if I wanted to do it, I jumped at the opportunity. So thank y'all for having me last year. Thank y'all for having me this year. Appreciate it. We'll say, no matter who wins the Super Bowl today, preferably Philly. Hey, a black man's gonna win today, regardless. So don't let that ever be taken for granted. Always remember who you are. Don't let nobody change who you are. As long as you're 100 with yourself, it don't matter what anybody else got to say to or about you. As long as you know who you are, and don't let nobody ever steal your life. So, but I thank y'all once again for having me.
666666666. But yeah, without further ado, man, we are the fam. I'm just saying 48. D-Row, hold it down. It's been another legendary one. If you know what I'm about to say, then hey, you're a loyal follower. We appreciate it. And here it is. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. We are the fam. I'm just saying 48. It ain't nothing but love. Until next time.
Gotcha, bitch.
And bitch, give my nigga back his sacks.
Shout out to all my black women. I love y'all, especially Mahogany. She know who she is. Love all my black women, and I hate the bitch who took my sacks. So